Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing good. In today's video, I'm going to use a palette which is easily available in India, and it's called This Is All I Need palette from Tann Beauty, and this is how it looks like up close. This palette has a lovely range of matte shades, shimmer shades and a couple of pressed pigments. I love the fact that they have 3 different colors and you can do so much and play around with this palette so much to create different eye looks. I'm going to try using maximum number of shades from this palette as I want to put this palette to full use. The base makeup for all the 5 looks and throughout this video is going to be the same. I will put down all the details of the products in the description box down below for your reference. I'm also going to show you the look with and without false lashes just in case you do not wear falsies. Now without any further ado, let's get started, and before that please take a moment to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and now let's jump into the palette. To start with, I'm going to first apply some loose powder under my eyes just in case I have fallout from the eyeshadows. I can easily clean it up by dusting it off. Then I'm going to take a fluffy brush and with this nude shade from the palette, I'm going to apply it all over my eyelid. The brush that I'm applying is the Pro Crease brush in number 10, and this is from Sephora, and I'm going to take this color and tap it all over my eyelid just to set a little bit foundation that I've applied while doing the rest of my face. Then with the same brush and the shade Blow a Kiss, I'm going to just apply it over my crease just as a transition color. These shades are extremely pigmented, so I highly recommend building your color, taking the shade little by little. I'm also going to keep it a little rounded towards the end of my brow. Next, with the MAC 217 brush and with the shade Power from the palette, I'm going to apply it in the creases of my eye. So I'm going to start from the outer corners of my eye and take it all the way to my crease. With the tip of the same brush, I'm going to take a little bit more eyeshadow and apply it in the lower lash line. I'm taking a flat brush and with the shade Highlight from the palette, I'm going to apply it in the centers of my lid. The way I'm applying it is first I'm pressing it and then swiping it because I want the maximum pigmentation out of this color. I'm also using the tip of my brush and applying it in the inner corners of my eye. Next, I'm going in with the same MAC brush that I used previously, and with the shade Power, I'm taking a little bit Smoke from the palette and applying it in the outer corners of our eye. Like this, I'm just blending the shimmer shade and the matte shade. I'm also going to take it a little bit towards my lower lash line. Next, I'm taking the shade Call from the palette, and with my PAC 381 brush, I'm going to create a smoked out eyeliner. Yes, you heard me right. I'm not using an eyeliner to create an eyeliner because this black shade from the palette is so pigmented, you will just see a beautiful smoked out eyeliner. So first, I'm going to apply it closest to my upper lash line, and then I will blend it out and increase the pigmentation as I like. I would recommend you to go extremely slow, guys, because this color is extremely pigmented, and I'm also going to create an extended wing with the same eyeshadow. Now once I'm happy with the shape of the eyeliner, I'm only going to increase the intensity of it, taking eyeshadow little by little again because it is so pigmented, and I'm only going to focus it closest to my upper lash line. As you may notice, I'm tapping it because that's how we're going to increase the intensity. If we swipe it, we're going to remove the product and blend it even further. As you may notice, I'm tapping the product closest to my upper lash line because that's where we want to increase the intensity. If we swipe the product, we're going to remove the eyeshadow instead of increasing the intensity. Once I'm done with that, I'm also going to blend the upper line of my smoked out liner so that it just merges and it gives a beautiful smoked out effect. With whatever product is left on my brush, I'm going to take it to my lower lash line. And then I'm using my MAC brush to blend out and diffuse all the colors in my lower lash line. Next, I'm taking a small brush and the same shade Highlight. I'm going to apply it in the inner corners of my eye and under the highest points of my brows. Next, I'm going to dust off the loose powder that I've applied under my eyes. And today I'm wearing a lipstick from K Beauty, and this is in the shade Fashionista. And now I'm going to wear some mascara and apply my false lashes, and we are done with look number 1. For this look, I'm going to start with the shade Smoke, and with my Morphe M506, I'm going to apply it in the outer corners of my eye. So first I'm going to tap it where I want the product to be, and I like to place it first before I start blending out, and then I'm going to blend it in circular motions. I'm also going to try keeping it rounded towards the outer corners, and then I'm going to take it a little bit towards my crease. I'm also going to apply this shade in the lower lash line, connecting it to the outer corners of my eye, and I'm also just keeping it again to the outer corners of my lower lash line. Next, taking a fluffier brush, this is MAC 217, and with the shade Pinot Noir, I'm going to apply it right next to the previous shade that we applied. Now, as you notice, I'm again tapping the product and building the intensity as I want it to be, and then I'm going to blend it out with the previous shade that I applied. Next, I'm taking the shade Bed of Roses, and with my PAC 114 brush, I'm going to apply it a little bit above my crease, as this will act as a transition color and also blend out the edges of the previous shades. I'm also going to apply the same shade in my lower lash line. Next, I'm taking the shade Cast a Spell, and with a flat shader brush, this is from MAC, and the number of this brush has been removed. However, I will put it down in the description box down below. I'm going to apply it generously in the inner corners of my eye. Now this is a pressed pigment, so I'm going to just press it and then swipe it to get the maximum pigmentation and the color payoff from this shade. I'm also going to just take it all the way to the starting of my centers of my lid, and with the same MAC brush which we applied the previous shade with, I'm going to blend both the colors together. You can also increase the intensity of the colors by going back and forth to the previous shades that we applied, but I'm currently very happy with the amount and the color payoff of my eyeshadows. I've dusted off the loose powder under my eyes, and with this look, I'm going to wear a lipstick from Nykaa, and this is in the shade Gul. To finish off our look number 2, I'm going to wear some mascara and false lashes. I'm going to use the shade Wild Love, and with my finger I'm going to apply it all over my lid. I'm going to start with the centers of my lid and then go on from the inner corners all the way up to my crease. I'm also going to extend it a little bit above my crease. And the way I'm applying it is I'm pressing it and swiping it to get the maximum pigmentation and that beautiful sheen from the color. So I've applied a little bit loose powder under my eyes, which I'd forgotten to apply before. And now with my PAC 114 brush and with the shade Bed of Roses, I'm going to just blend out the harsh edges of the previous shade that we applied. With the same brush, I'm taking the shade Wild Love, and I'm just increasing the intensity to the outer corners and around my crease, just to give that seamless finish. Taking the shade Nude and a fluffy brush, tapping off the excess, I'm just going to blend out towards the eyebrows just in case there are any harsh edges, and I'm doing it with extremely light pressure. Now with a small brush and the shade Highlight, I'm just going to apply it in the inner corners of my eye, and I'm also applying it under the highest points of my brows. Then I'm taking the same PAC 114 brush and the shade Bed of Roses. I'm going to just apply it a little bit under my brow bone so that I get that blended look. I'm going to also apply this color under my lower lash line all the way to the inner corners, and then just connecting the lower lash line to the upper eyeshadows. Then I'm going to take the shade Kamikaze with my finger and apply it only in the centers of the lid. And with this look, I'm going to wear my liquid lipstick from Kylie Cosmetics in the shade Posie K. And then I will wear my mascara and apply some false lashes to complete our look number 3. I'm going to take the shade Nude, and with a fluffy brush, I'm going to set whatever little bit foundation I have on my eyelids. Then I'm going to take the shade Pow Wow, and with my PAC 114 brush, I'm going to apply only in the outer corners of my eye, starting from my lash line going up to the brow bone, just in tapping motions, and then I'm just going to blend it out in circular and windshield motions. I'm going to take it a little bit to the inside of my crease, natural crease, and then just blend it out. I'm also going to apply this color in the lower lash line, just in the outer corners of my eye, and I'm also going to connect it with the upper eyeshadow and the outer V that we created. Using a stiffer dome-like brush, this is from Morphe M506 and the shade Coal, I'm going to apply it in the outer corners of my eye, and I'm also going to just intensify my natural crease. I'm also going to just enhance the outer V and extend it a little bit, and just blend it out in circular motions and in swiping motions wherever I need to blend both the colors together. And I'm taking the same PAC 114 brush. After cleaning it on a tissue paper, I'm going to take the shade Nectar with just the tip of the brush and apply it right under my brow bone, just diffusing the color that we applied previously. I'm going to take this color all the way to the inner corners, and I'm also going to apply this in my lower lash line all the way to the inner corners. Then I'm going to take the shade Bonfire with my finger and apply it on the centers of my lid. So I'm starting with the inner corners of my eye and going all the way to the centers of my lid, only up to my crease. And the way I'm applying it is, first I'm pressing it and then swiping it to get the maximum pigmentation out of the color. You can also use a flat brush if you're not comfortable using your finger. And now to blend the shimmer shade and the black shade that we applied in the outer corners of my eye, I'm going to take the brush Morphe M506 again and the shade Pow Wow and just blend both the shades together. I want to enhance the black shade in my eye, so I'm taking the PAC 381 brush and the black shade, and I'm just gonna intensify the outer corners and my crease with this brush. I'm also going to take it to the lower lash line and just maintain it in the outer corners while I connect it to the upper eyeshadow and the outer wing. Next, I'm taking the shade Workaholic, and with my Morphe M506 brush, I'm going to just blend out all the harsh edges that I see on my lower lash line and my upper lid. And for the inner corners in my brow bone, I'm going to take the shade Highlight and apply it in the inner corners and under the highest points of my brows. I've dusted off the loose powder under my eyes, and with this look I'm going to wear the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream, and I'm also going to apply some mascara and wear some false lashes to complete our look number 4. For this look, I'm starting to take the shade Gold from the palette, and I'm taking a flat shader brush. I'm just going to apply it all over my lid. I'm going to press the pigment all over my lid and just take it up to my crease. Next, to intensify the color, I'm lightly flicking the brush just to set a little bit more eyeshadow on the lid. Now I'm taking a small blending brush. This is from Morphe M506, and I'm just blending the harsh edges, which is around my crease. I'm also going to keep the outer corners rounded. Next, with the PAC 114 and the shade Nectar, I'm going to apply it right above my crease just to blend out the black shade. Then taking a fluffier brush, this is from Sephora and the shade Nude, I'm going to apply it right under my brow bone just to blend out the shade Nectar and to give it more of a seamless look. I'm also just taking the shade Coal again and intensifying the black color only on my eyelid and closest to my lash line. Now you can leave it as is without adding any more color, and you're ready with your smoky eye. Just pop in some falsies, and if you don't wear falsies, apply a lot of mascara. But since we're trying to use all the shades from the palette, I'm going to go with a flat shader brush, really tiny one. This is more like a smudge brush, and with the shade Kamikaze, I'm going to apply it as my eyeliner. So I'm going to go in flicking motions just closest to my lash line just to give that amazing oomph factor to my eyes, and you can just increase the intensity just the way you want it. Now I don't think Kamikaze is actually doing the effect that I want, so I'm going to go in with the shade Hoo Ha and apply it closest to my lash line, and that is the look I was looking for. Then for my lower lash line, I'm going to take the shade Power with a pencil-like brush, and this is from pack 381. I'm going to apply it and just blend out the harsh edges that we applied in the lower lash line. Now I'm taking the shade Highlight, and with my MAC 210 brush, I'm going to apply it in the inner corners of my eye and the highest points under my brows. With this look, I'm going to wear a nude color, and this is from NARS in the shade American Woman. And to finish off our look number 5, which is our final look, I'm going to wear some lashes and apply lots of mascara. So these were the looks I created using only one eyeshadow palette. Do let me know which one was your favorite. Also let me know if you want me to use a palette of your choice in the comment section down below. I would love to create looks using a palette of your choice. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Till then, take care and thank you for watching.